Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping on in. Now I got an hour to my next coaching call. Still got two more calls, coaching calls on the night, and did 4 or 5. So I'm in the trenches right now, doing the work. And every single day, y'all keep asking me about the brother marriage and all of that. So I'm telling you, can't bother him no more because he done got married. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm glad he got married. I'm glad he got married. And I cover celebrities. Like we were talking local on that one video where I said his name. And I don't consider him a celebrity. So that's why I was not going to cover him. But because some of y'all watched the podcast, guessing why, that's why y'all kept asking me about it. Me personally, off the top, off the rip, my hope and my prayer is that God can reach them. Is that God can reach them and God can use them in the kingdom for good. At this current juncture, I'm still not sold. I don't believe him. And for her, I ain't seen enough of her to really have a real opinion about her, his wife. I feel like every woman wants love. And so for her, it's kind of like it's the best situation because she got a man who's in the spotlight. So that when you have a man in the spotlight, it gives you some type of protection. It gives you a little bit of protection because he has a lot to lose. So to be honest with you, although my wife still knows I'm a human and she still could look at me and realize I'm a human, she really gets to rest. She get to rest in her feminine because she know for the most part I'm in a prison of success. So she knows that if I cheat on her, I lose it all. Like because my entire business is built on my name and my integrity and the fact that I am a married, faithful man. So she gets to rest knowing that. Now, so that's a little bit of assurance, but it's not foolproof. It ain't full that's the only thing, but it brings that. So it's like, if I was a woman and I'm in the vicinity of a situation like that, and it's a man who he is kind of in the limelight, and so therefore it's harder for him to cheat. And I don't think that, honestly, in a real way, I don't think that the brother is gonna cheat on his wife. But the one thing that I know is it's a lot that you got to go through in a marriage. It's a lot of conversations. It's a lot of disagreements. It's so many highs and lows, so many ebbs and flows that it's going to be, and what y'all got to realize is, and that's what a lot of people get confused about me, like, I don't have nothing against no human being. I just work for the Lord. And I just don't want nobody playing with the Lord name or in the Lord face. Like, the brother, if he got in a jam, in a tough spot with his marriage, I would be there for him and confidentially give him the game and tell him what he got to do to make it work. I know he don't have necessarily men on my level, meaning in earnings, in looks, in swag, and that's 100% faithful. It's not going to be, because it's not too many of us out here who are still young, decent looking, worth 7-8 figures, and been married over 15 years and still and 100% heterosexual and 100% faithful. It's not a lot of us. And with over 3 million supporters online. So, like, yeah, it's pastors, but like they say, a man is only as faithful as his options. It's pastors who may be worth 7 figures and may have a wife and be faithful, but they over 50. Or so they really ain't in they the where, and they not being seen by millions of people every week. So they have less temptation. But for me to be doing what I'm doing, and I ain't patting myself on the back, I'm boasting in the Lord. This right here is another level. Like it ain't easy. And so whenever I look at a man and I see his marriage, I see the test that he gonna go through. And them tests, listen, the devil ups the ante. The devil up the ante. Every time you pass this test, he bring you another one. You pass that test, he bring you another one. You pass that test, he bring you another. And he keep bringing tests that's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you're not really rocking with the Lord and walking with the Lord all the way, it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. And the thing about it is, you got to be able to do it for yourself. Like, you can't just hunt your wife every day, all day, because she's a human. That thing down there needs some rest. It's gonna get sore. It could, you could beat it out the boss. So it come time to where you just have to have discipline, because a woman got to bleed for 5 to 7 days a month. If she passed that stage of life, then that means she having hot flashes and going through other stuff. And so it's gonna be times as a man to where you got to have the strength in God, in the Lord, to be faithful and not get into nothing else. Not get into the nasty movies, not get into Angela, not get into nothing else. And it's going to be opportunities and times and ability to cheat. But for me, it's still too early. Like, the jury's still out on Buddy, because it don't look right to me to get married. And as soon as you get married, you on a tour. Because I seen this other lady cover it. That's why I seen it. She got an accident. Not accident. She got an accent. I don't know her name though. But she covered it. And she trying to be nicer and stuff like that. Because I seen her on the first video. She really was calling them out. But now she trying to be nicer, the lady I seen. But it don't look right to me to where you just kind of time a marriage right before your book release. And that's kind of what Devon Franklin did. It was like he got married, but his one right away. But they was writing a book. They did the book about the wait, and it's like, okay, y'all waited, but how long did y'all wait? 6 months, a year? Like he like y'all were virgins. It's like, so what are you talking about? The wait? Like, y'all ain't have to wait. Y'all weren't virgins. Like, y'all was abstinent. But you done had so much sex that, well, okay, you good. It's like doing a 24-hour fast. You got so much fat on your body, your body could eat for days. So it's like you done had so much sex, you done had so many orgasms, you done had so much masturbation. It's like, okay, you waited. So when I seen that, I'm like, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Like, you can't come out here giving advice and you've been married a snap of a finger. It's like, don't try to monetize love. And so that's the mistake that they making. Laterras and his wife, they making the same mistake that Christy Scott and Desmond Scott made. When you put your marriage and you make your marriage a business to where you finna do a podcast together, you doing interviews together, you doing all of that right there, you setting yourself up for target practice from the devil. And I already know that he nowhere near the spiritual level he need to be at. So I'm praying for the brother. And I'm only speaking on it because I got tired of y'all asking me every day. But I'm praying for the brother, him and his wife. I'm praying for him because I'm going to be honest, like, we need more marriages. We need more marriages. We need more, what you call it, married influencers, married podcasters. I'm wishing them the best. I'm wishing them the best. I pray that they make it. I pray they make it. But one thing I know is, boy, them tests gonna be hard, especially because he's already had a divorce. And I can't remember, they say she done had a divorce. But it's like, once you done already went through it one time and it didn't work out, the devil know where to hit you at, and where he gonna hit you at this time, he gonna hit you somewhere different. And I'm praying that he could get his single friend, Anthony O'Neal, married. Help him get married. But then even that, they gonna be monetizing that. And it's like, man, you got to let your wife stay out the way. Like, let your wife, and it's a red flag if your wife be coveting the spotlight, or if she wanna be out there bumping her gums. Like, you got to let your, cause you got to go and be the front line. And I know a lot of y'all ladies, y'all get upset about that. Now, it's some women that may be called, but out there to the front line, but I don't believe it without having to operate in your masculine. You really don't see women that are content, like teachers and preachers and coaches and all of that, that's really in their feminine. Like, they come off a little crass, a little harsh, and if they really in their feminine, ain't nobody paying them no attention. Nobody listening to them. They too soft. Their voice too soft. You just really don't listen to them. And it's a reason, because it's a reason God put men in positions of leadership, because spiritual warfare come with that leadership. Like, a lot come with it. And I'm dealing with women every day, all day, who ain't got no following, who ain't got no platform, and they stress, and they depressed, and they worry, and they spiritually embattled. You add the opinions of all these people and all of that right there to your life as a woman, with your hormones you already trying to balance, with everything your body go through and your changes, with your mental health and all of that right there. A woman almost have to be a full-blown narcissist to have a platform and to be front-facing. It's hard. It's very rare, woman. Not saying that it don't exist, but it's very rare. And to be honest with you, I can't really think of a example. I can't really think of an example that's out there in a real way. And I saw somebody the other day comment that she front-facing and all of that, but it's like, not really. Because, I don't know who you is. And so what I mean is, I am not talking about at 10,000 followers, 50,000 followers. I'm talking about when you get the hundreds of thousands, when you get the millions, it's going to pull on you in a different way. It's going to call on you in a different way. And one thing you could guarantee about the brother here, he going to say something out the way. He is going to say something out the way. And I watched a little bit of the interview that it looked like it still was dear future Whitfield or whatever, but he had another lady interview them. And the interview was staged. Like me, I don't get questions before I do an interview. They interview was staged, because she asked him a question at the end of like something like, why is your person a person for you? And the way he said it, I mean, before the lady even hit the period on the sentence, he was already answering. So that let me know, as a seasoned interviewer, that he already had these questions and he already had these answers. And then the wife saying, well, why I have to go after him? But even her answer was rehearsed. So it's like, and that's the thing, when you go out there in the public. Me and my wife was talking about that the other day, and she was like, that's why I don't want to do no couples content. because she was like, you scrutinize everything you say. And rightfully so, because you putting your business out there in the streets, like you putting it out there. And then, so him not being a seasoned interviewee, he interview people. And his interviews be borderline messy sometimes. So I know the lady he had interviewed him, if she came up with the questions, he added some or took some out or whatever. And so the lady asked her, the wife. So we got to come back to that question. So how was the sex? What? And see, this is the thing when you not being authentic. So that's why I'm praying for the brother, that the Lord could reach him to where he can stop being performative and stop saying that he not being performative when he being performative, and just be all the way pure. Like, you're going to do an interview, you should be able to answer from your heart. Any interview I do, I tell them, keep your questions. I want the Holy Spirit to flow. You can ask the hardly initiated guys. We talked for 2 hours on that interview, and they'll tell you they never sent me a question. Never sent. When we did the stage, I ain't get the questions before that. If they did send it to me, I ain't look at it. When we did the stage for the McDonald's thing, because when you don't have to remember the truth. When the Holy Spirit is inside of you, it just flows out of you. So as soon as that lady got done asking that question, he asked her, telling her, and it sounded like a poem. It's like, that ain't how you talk. You're not Shakespeare. So it's like, I don't trust the brother yet. That's why I'm praying for him. Lord, give him what he needs. Lord, convict his heart and use them for the kingdom, because we need more honest, trustworthy men out here. And when we out here and we put ourselves out here, we under scrutiny. People gonna scrutinize us. People gonna talk about us. A lot of people got opinions on me. I don't care about their opinions. I did a video about not cheating on my wife, but that was more for her honor. I don't care if somebody think that I'm cheating because they thinking that about me. But what you thinking when you thinking that, you think my wife a duck. Now you think my wife's stupid. And that's where I got to straighten it, because I don't want you looking at my wife like she's stupid. Cause you already know if I'm cheating, it's gonna be out there. So I don't care about nobody's opinion of me, because they ain't got no heaven or hell to put me in. But I'm still gonna stand on BI business. And so that's why I'm and then the lady interviewing them, she asked them how was the sex. Like, come on now. What have I taught y'all? Treat your relationship like a house. Because all you doing is inviting temptation. Because now when you talk about your sex life publicly, now both of y'all talking about your sex life publicly. Now, and see, that's the thing of what I'm trying to tell you, of his spirit, to where he want other women to know. And the lady lying, she lying, because you're not even going to talk about it if it's good. Because you don't want no other woman to know that your man is good in bed, because you know if she's a Jezebel, she's sliding in that DM with a fake question. So she can get a little meat leg put on her. And she gonna play on him till she get him in a weak spot, because she know he deal with a spirit of lust, and she know he got a little bit of Jezebel and a little bit of narcissism. And so she know this. She already done studied men. So she know how to get them in a corner. She already know it. Like, soon as I did that video, I had women calling me out the woodworks. Women that I coach, women that done DM me before. I'm getting all kind of DMs, all kind of calls. It was almost like they was checking just to see, is Tony in a good space? Is he cheating? Like, people trying to set up sessions and all that. Like, is there some truth to this? Like, let me see. Because if it is, hey, I want him to cheat with me. If you cheating, I want to get in line. Just like they doing with Desmond Scott. These women lining up. I got a video I shot, I ain't released it yet, of why Desmond Scott will not fail. Because women don't side with women. Women do not care about women. A man could cheat on a woman, and most women, you're going to have some women that's on the woman's side now, but it's going to be enough women to prop that man up and to keep him successful. And I'm going to tell you something like this, that it's a lot of gay men, and it's a lot of closeted gay men who they think, because there's so many allegations on that Desmond Scott that he could potentially be gay, them men will prop him up and keep his videos booming and keep his outfit and cooking videos booming. Them men will prop him up over there looking at him, lusting after him. Them men is in his DMs. Hey, bro, keep your head up. You inspire me. And the man DM him, gay as all outdoors, but he might be a closeted. He might be closeted. And so what the brother from the yellow couch got to realize, Laterras, what he got to realize is you could see that spirit on him. He need to go in a private prayer closet, and him and his wife need to pray that spirit off of him every day. He have a spirit of lust and perversion on him. When I look at him, I see a porn watcher, and if not no porn watcher, a handler user, or a just like a freak. To where Kev on stage talking about whoever it was, whatever football team getting their booty spat in, that lets you know right there, for you to type this out, you are a freak. And that's the kind of spirit that I see on the buddy. And his wife going to be able to attest to that. But I can already see it on him. Like, that ain't no... And so what's going to happen is, it's going to be a Jezebel that's going to be asking questions, and then she wants some coaching, and she's going to get closer and closer and closer, and he's going to start talking too much and saying too much. And then the next thing you know, some get beside itself. And the next thing you know, they're going to try to do him like they did Derrick Jackson. I guarantee you, within 5 years, they're going to try to, and if he make it past 5, then 7, make it past 7, then within 10, they're going to keep trying, because they want to Derrick Jackson him. They want to prove to the world that he's a fraud and that he low down. And they're going to be coming after him. And if he's not careful, and if he don't watch this video and know and see that I done called it out, he going to trip and fall right into it. And that woman, his wife, she will have built her brand. She will have money. She will have brand deals. And she will be able to parlay into her own lane, dear divorcee, and blow that podcast up, and be a shero for getting with a man that a lot of women with sense saw through. A lot of women with sense don't like Laterras, so she taking a chance. And if it don't work out, you guarantee she finna see 100,000 women tell her, "We told you so. We already knew it." And so that's why. But for me, I'm praying that they work out, because we need more marriages. But I still have to call a spade a spade. I can't sit and fake and lie and act like that. Oh, everything is crystal clear to me, and like it all looks so pure and honest and all that. No, I don't trust it, because I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I feel like he got the book deal, met the right people, whoever reached out, or however the book deal come about, he gets the book deal. It was a dream of his. So he said out his mouth that she told him, "I don't want to steal the attention from your book. This is your dream." How him being a published author is his dream, I didn't even know he was a writer. But so he get the book deal. But he knew if he was out here doing a tour, pressing that book, that he was going to have to hear my mouth. He already knew that he was going to have to hear my mouth and everybody else's mouth And so when this young lady came around, and it sounded like the lady said something about she put a note in his hand. I could have heard wrong. And if she did put a note in his hand, that's a Jezebel spirit. So I'm hoping I heard wrong. But that's a Jezebel spirit, because one thing a woman should never do is shoot her shot as a man or make herself available to a man. A woman should never shoot her shot at a man, ever. Under no circumstances should a woman shoot her shot or make a move on a man. So I'm hoping that I heard that wrong, that she didn't shoot her shot at him. But from what I think I heard or thought I heard, because I be doing 2-3 things while I be listening to something, so I could be wrong and didn't hear that, and I'm hoping I ain't hear that, because that's a red flag. If she positioned herself and she came on to him, and I'm gonna tell you, if she did that, why she did it. And this is the thing now, they are public figures. I'm a public figure. They could speak on me, do a whole podcast on me if they want to, because I'm a public figure. They public figures, that's why I'm speaking on it. They not celebrities, and that's what we normally cover over here to pull lessons from it. But they're not, she's on another level, looks wise. And it don't matter, oh, a man that had this look, that look, that look. Just because a woman look good too, don't mean that she's not that she wasn't promiscuous. 20, 30, 40, 50 bodies. So a lot of times women will look and be like, oh, well, he done had pretty women. Okay, just because a woman look pretty don't mean she's a good woman. It don't mean that she's never been, and then not to say that she's not a good woman, but meaning it don't mean that she was never a bad woman just because she pretty. Like, pretty don't mean you perfect. Pretty don't mean your legs done been closed your whole life. Pretty don't mean you ain't slept around. Like, that ain't what pretty mean. Like, a lot of times, very pretty women have had the most experience in the bed and been out there the most. And so, you know, his wife, like it is for most men, she's on another level looks wise. So if she shot her shot, and that's hypothetical, because I don't know if that's what I heard, but if she put a letter in his hand or she shot her shot, she knew she could get him, because he is in a place to where he could drink her dirty bath water. Like, they're not close in the look scale. Because that's why Essex Atkins turned him down, and every other woman that he shot at turned him down. And then when this woman come along, it seemed like, oh, this the perfect storm. My book getting ready to come out. Here she come. Oh, we could hit this off. Oh, let's see if this work. Oh, she got money. Oh, she willing to help pay for the marriage. Oh, hold on now. She got, like, I'm over here sitting over here, and we don't know where he was. We don't know if he had to go get a bank loan, if he had to go get credit cards, if he had to go get a CPN, get a new credit card to get the cash to go pay for that. You know, y'all seen his son that was over here before talking bad about him, and all that right there. You gotta take that with a grain of salt. But we don't know where he got his money from. But if a woman could touch 70,000 or whatever it was, 50,000, how many of 1,000 to go half on a wedding? A man who want money, and a man who is about his money, and a man who got a whole podcast and all that for money. Oh, that's gonna wake you up. That's gonna open your eyes. You finna, and she, you know, decent looking. Like, she not a unattractive lady. I didn't really get to see her. I still can't even picture her because I didn't look at her, because when I was listening to the video, I think I was either driving or I was doing something, or I was laying down. I was doing something, but I didn't really get to look at her and see her. So I don't know what she looked like, but I just know from the time or two that I done looked at her, y'all see how many videos I got on looks compatibility. She could easily have 6'4", NFL wide receiver build guy who is like a, 7 in the face. She can easily have that. And so where he's at on the looks, just off of conventional stuff, he out what we call out punted his coverage. But that's what happens, and this is what I'm trying to tell y'all ladies is y'all to get with a man who might be a little less looking than y'all or looks challenged to y'all, and y'all to get with them because they got money or because they got status or because they got a position. So it's like, I don't believe she would be with a man who looked like him if he was a construction worker, making 60,000, 70,000, but having a platform of hundreds of thousands or millions of people. I don't know how many people he got across all his social media, and having a book deal. It's like, now it elevates you. And that's why I try to tell y'all, brains, brand, body, it elevates you. It take you to another level. And so just off of conventional beauty constructs, is not a match. But when you add in brand, when you add in the brand, you add in the money, now it starts to balance things out. And this is a painful truth. It's a painful truth. It's a painful reality. And that's why I tell women all the time that a lot of times a man could get a woman that's like 2 notches higher because we are providers. But what the sister don't realize is that she coming into a space that is dying. So that's also going to cause strain on their relationship, because she thinks she marrying into money. You got to see already he didn't have 150,000 for the wedding and had to go half with her, because if he had it and he had it easy, you will never let your woman spend a dime. So they already going into a 50-50 marriage because she wanted marriage and she wanted to do it nice. So she want the look. Me personally, I would have went to the courthouse. I'd have went to the courthouse and I wouldn't worry about what nobody else think. If I couldn't afford it, or I would have borrowed the money as a man, I would have went to my homeboys and say, hey, bro, can you let me hold 5? Can you let me hold 5? Can you let me hold 5? And I would have went to 10, 20 homeboys and got 5. I would have did me some trade lines and boost my credit, and then got me a couple of credit cards. I would have did what I had to do so that my woman didn't have to come out her pocket at all. I don't believe in that. I don't like that. Like, my wife don't earn a dime, and I got to get out here and get it. I don't believe in the 50-50 thing, because it take a man out of his masculine and it take a man out of his. And so what had happened is, once a man unlocked that 50-50 mindset in a relationship, it's dangerous, because we money hungry, not in the sense of like in a sin, but men like money. So once a man know a woman got money, now it's like, hey, you got money, you make money, you work a good job. Like, what do you think about us doing a stage play? And like, I got the brand, you can invest, and then boom. What do you think about us doing a movie? What do you think about us doing this? And so now the man gonna keep going to the woman, wearing her pocket out. Next thing you know, she done spent her savings. She done tapped into her 401k, all for a dream, all for a pipe dream. But if the man ain't got true substance, whatever he doing, it's only gonna last so long. And so that's what we're gonna see with Buddy, is how long people gonna keep watching. And how long people gonna keep supporting to where they spending money now. And that's different. And we all in a recession, including myself. So that's how I could speak to this, because I see the changes. But the thing is, I have over 100 streams of income. I have over 100 online courses. I have over 20 books. I coach all day. And that's because when things change, you got to pivot. I got albums that's out. I got to get those little bit of royalties. You know, I got books that's out, got to get those royalties. It's like I got over 20 books published. So it's like I'm able to pivot. I'm able to do this, do that. You know, doing different. I got 2 new YouTube channels coming up. Got the one out. Y'all go subscribe over there, Love Levels. And that just got monetized. We finna build that. And then we got the scripted film. That's going to have its own channel. I'm going to make that so y'all can subscribe to that. So see, I do so much business to where when the market change, I'm able to pivot. I'm able to do this, do that, do this, do that. But it's like, if you ain't hustling and grinding like that, when that economy change, oh yeah, you gonna feel it. And that one thing about it, y'all got to realize too, YouTube is a business. So it's like, when I got an hour off, I film. And I film on what y'all be done ask me about, the topics y'all want me to talk about. Because if I come on here and talk, y'all all leave the channel based on what I want to talk about, because we in 2 different places in our life. So what interests me may not interest you. Like, I'm a solopreneur running a 8-figure brand. So what interests me not going to interest you. If you working a job 40 hours a week and you really don't like your job and your coworkers, you want you some downtime. You want to hear something else. Like, you don't want to be thinking about what I'm thinking about as a solopreneur and as a husband, as a father. So our interests are different. So I come on here and do videos for y'all and just pray that the Lord keep me passionate about it and in love with it and just doing it like that. So you got to realize that he done already tapped her 50-50. And I know they're going to come out and say, well, you know, she did that. He didn't ask for that. That was her idea because she wanted to have a certain level of a wedding and all of that right there. Where it's like, listen, if she wanted to have a certain level of a wedding, it's either one, she need to submit as unto the Lord and get a wedding that he can afford, or he need to go out and make that other half happen. Because you cannot loan a man money, you cannot give a man money. That disrupts the natural order of our spirit, and it takes us out of our masculine and into our feminine. Because a woman is supposed to be taken care of. A woman is supposed to be met where she at, not a man. A man is a hunter. A man is a go-getter. A man is a builder. A man is a provider. So it's like, for me, man, listen, you think I want to coach 7 people a day? I'm on the phone 7 hours a day. But it's like, hey, if I want to remain a millionaire, I got to do what I got to do. And I ain't even making a lot. I'm only charging y'all $150 an hour. But you know what it is, though? I get to still meet more people. So I get to meet more people. And then somebody say, Tony, I want you to write my book. Well, that's $10,000. Somebody say, I want you to help me from scratch. Do this right here for my foundation. Well, that's $5,000. I want you to do this right here. I want you to coach this person, coach that person. Okay, well, that's this right here. So it still allows me to be effective, be purposeful, and yet still run my business and live my life all above board with no gimmicks, no scams, no nothing. But I got to be humble enough to get on the phone. And so a lot of people is afraid to grind like that. A lot of people afraid to work. A lot of people, they hit a certain level and they feel too big for their britches and they don't want to come back down. And so that's what y'all got to see with these couples and these celebrity marriages and these influencer marriages. Is so many things you got to go through in a relationship. So like, as soon as Devon Franklin married Megan Good, I started going through my head and I just started praying for the brother, because I say, boy, this test finna happen, this test finna happen, this test finna happen, this test finna happen. And I'm like, man, because it's like you got war stories. And it's like you sitting, and I still got a long ways to go. I'm going on 19 years of marriage, but I done seen people get divorced at 20 years. I done seen people get divorced at 25 years, seen people get divorced at 30 years. So I'm not complacent. I'm waiting on those other tests. I'm preparing for those other tests. I'm building my emotional intelligence for those other tests so that I could get through those wars. I could get through that spiritual warfare. So when you hear at 19 years, at 41 years old, and you got 19 years under your belt, and you a well-spoken, well-looking, well-dressed, well-earning black man, and you 100% faithful, you got stories to tell. So when you look at another black man get married, and And men know men, so you could read him and you could tell, like, I don't know if he built for that test right there. He ain't never get to that point. He ain't seen that. He ain't seen that test that's gonna come being a married man with hundreds of thousands of followers online. And when you get tested by this type of woman, when you got to coach this type of woman or work with this type of woman, and you got to spend hours a week talking to her for this project or whatever it is, I don't know if he gonna get past that. I could look and tell where a man gonna trip up at, where he could trip up, where he could fall. And then I could look and see where the woman gonna get insecure at, where she gonna be, and then see where she gonna be tested. But see, women not often tested like men. And women are tested, but not often as men, and not in the ways that men, because a woman makeup is different. It's harder for a woman to cheat. A lot of people don't realize that, but this coming from a man who used to be out there and trying to get women to cheat. It's harder for a woman to cheat, and it's harder to get a woman to cheat than it is to get a man to cheat. Notice why we see Christy Scott is not in trouble for cheating. Desmond Fruity behind is in trouble. And somebody talking about Tony, and we need to stop calling happy black men gay. Listen, we all happy. I'm happy, but I'm not finna be That's not happy. That's fruity. And so, and then he out here cheating. And then what upset me now, I'm about to get mad right now. That man that built that whole house. I'm going to tell you like this right here, man. You got to be gay. To build a house that beautiful and go cheat on your wife, you got to be gay, man. You got to be fighting something else, another type of demon. Like, that don't make no sense, man. Man, I wish I could have that house. That big right there. I'm not coveting. I'm saying I'm inspired by it. Like, I want to build my wife a house like that, man. Man, listen, like, if the Lord blessed me to be able to build a house big as Christy and Desmond house they built, my wife could punch me in my face. At that point, I might go to Holland. Ow! Ow! Ooh, kitchen. Ooh, bedroom. Ooh, dishwasher. Ooh, garage. Ooh, marble. I might go to Holland. I don't like at that point. It's like, so that's what let me know. But what this is right here, I'm gonna tell y'all. And this why for those of y'all who like the brother and y'all support him, I like him too. I ain't got nothing against him. But for those of y'all who are like supporters, pray for the brother. Pray for the brother, because it's finna be a myriad of tests. We all get tested. The devil is finna send all kind of stuff. So you got to pray for that brother. And you know, hopefully this a resurgence for their brand. Hopefully, you know, she going to bring a different feel to it. She's more gifted, ironically, in the space than he is. And so she's going to be a better interviewer, and she's going to be a better draw. And so she's going to be able to do what a wife could do, which is elevate a man and be a catalyst in a man's life. And he's going to embarrass her several times, and it's going to get pretty embarrassing at times because of the questions that he be asking and stuff he be saying. But one thing I would say to them is, like, treat your relationship like a house. Like, do your podcast, let that be about business, interview your guests, but keep y'all business, because both of y'all is out there. Keep y'all business in-house. Like, have y'all family meetings, work through y'all stuff, humble yourselves, submit one to another. Wife, submit to the husband as unto the Lord. Husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church, and keep y'all business in-house. We don't want to hear how big his thing is. We don't want to hear how wet her stuff is. And that's coming. That's coming, because they already told the world that the sex was good. We didn't need to know about y'all bedroom. That's one thing my daddy told me. He say, son, don't ever talk to nobody about your bedroom. He told me that a long time ago, and I can't remember. Oh, it was because I had a white girlfriend in college, and I was telling my homeboys how good her stuff was. And when I went out to cheat on her, and I cheated with 8 other girls in college, my homeboy would be writing her. She would know that I'm cheating. And when I say homeboy, they weren't friends, they were teammates. One teammate would tell her, Tony is with such and such. And the other teammate would DM her, hey, what's up? How you doing? You want to come over? and she would be so mad and like crying and hurt because I'm out cheating. She would go and give her body, and because that's how she was built. And then I remember one time with this young lady, didn't even end up doing nothing with her, but we was in my room, and when I opened my door, the letter I, it was a sticky note from my girlfriend and said, I know you in there with such and such. When you done, give me a call. Y'all already know. Y'all already know that could have been no black woman. She was boo, 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 boo. And you know the college doors, they not that good. And you hit it, the whole thing. She was, open this such and such door right now. She would have been kicking that door so hard. Either that or when I went back to her place, all my clothes would have been bleached and thrown out the window. The white girl put a note. I know you in there with such and such. When you done, give me a call. And so that's the thing, like, it's when you realize, when you done had so many experiences and you done seen so much and been through so much, you start to realize and understand the test that's out here and what you gonna go through. And it gets real. So for me, it's like the devil has to tempt me with other stuff, because God allowed me to go through that phase with women to where it just, I'm not tempted with women like that. Like, I could see a beautiful woman, but going past me seeing that she beautiful and me recognizing that she beautiful, I really can't do nothing past that, because it just don't do nothing for me. It's not thrilling to me. It's not a level. It's not an accomplishment. I done been there. But it's like, when you see a man like Desmond Scott got everything, man. And it's like, and I know it ain't, just cheated because you getting disrespected or whatever. No, because a woman, if you get man enough, that woman gonna submit to you. If you get with your woman, you ain't got to put no hands on her. You ain't got to cuss at her. But if you read her and you speak truth to power, she's going to go into her femininity, because she recognizes that you a man and you a real man. You don't have to go cheat on a woman to teach her no lesson. And so now people saying that maybe they just saying they cheated because their marriage is over, and he just said, hey, I'll say I cheated and I'll take that blow so that we could, so we could get out of marriage without the Jehovah's Witness. But I'm not buying all that Jehovah's Witness stuff, because y'all making it sound like a cult. It's like a religion. It's supposed to be forgiving. A religion is supposed to have grace. So if Jehovah's Witness don't have grace, that means it's a cult, not a religion. That means it is a cult. Like, it's pastors that got divorced. Some like Laterras friends, he got a lot of pastor friends that done been through a divorce. Like, that's how that is. And so you got to realize and understand that. Y'all gotta forgive me. Why texting? Now son texting, so I'm a little. And so yeah, so that's the thing with that right there. Like, I'm praying that God really like, and being with this lady, that she draw closer to God and she could be a good influence on him. But when you out here in the public, y'all can already tell. Like, y'all could look and tell me. You see I'm doing videos, so you know I got so many words. You can already look and tell my wife don't want to argue with me. She don't want to go back and forth with me. Much as I could talk and much words I got, you already know she don't want to be going back and forth with me in word sparring. So my wife don't do that, because she already know I'm going to have more words than her. I'm going to have more angles than her. Y'all see how I break down looks compatibility and how I do already. So you already know my wife, that's not something she want to do with me. get twisted up in a presser over words. So she don't speak with words, she speak with actions. And we don't do no arguing. We don't do no debating. We don't do no back and forth. She like, if I feel a way or I want to do something and I believe this is what we should do, she said, okay, all right, cool. All right, whatever you want to do. That's exactly what she'll say. She'll say, whatever you want to do. However you want to do it. Okay, cool. Like, she very submissive. She don't push back. She don't fight because she know that God gave her a man. She know that God gave her a man that's going to get out here and make it happen. That's going to do whatever it takes. Like, my wife don't bother me. Like, tonight, I got to work till 10 p.m. My wife don't bother me at all because she know she want them bills paid. She know she want them lights on and water on. She know she want her lifestyle to remain the same. And if that mean I got to work more, she all for it. I come home to a home-cooked meal. And if I want me some loving or whatever, my wife is there for me. And she don't mistreat me, don't turn me down, none of that. And now we don't getting into the bedroom talk, but you see what I mean? That's far as it go. And we ain't doing no interview, and I don't put her out here in front of everybody so that now she getting cross-examined. And that's what I mean. So you got to be able to protect your relationship like a house. And remember, it's a difference between privacy and secrecy. So long as people know about your spouse, they not a secret. But they don't have to know all your business. You don't owe nobody that. My son, my 18-year-old in the group chat texting. He training for soccer. He in college, got to make the team again for next year. So that's what you got to realize there. Wife coaching text me. So yeah. So that's where that right there come from. So y'all asked about this right here, and I did not want to speak on it because I honestly didn't want to bring no light to it. I didn't want to bring no light to what he doing because it's like I feel I'm worried for the brother. I'm not worried for him over the next like 3 years. Like a lot of times you could just do it off your own strength for that long. I'm worried about, year 5 through 10. And that's where it really get hard. And the thing about it is, like, when somebody have what it take to do what he does publicly, like the way he talk, the questions he asks, the stuff he say, the business he tell, that's nothing for that type of person to go through a second divorce or a third divorce or a fourth divorce. Like, it's because he knows that people are people. Like, he knows that no matter what he does, there will always be a sector of men and women who will pacify him and make excuses for him. Like, it's no such thing as us being canceled. And that's why I try to tell y'all, like, if I was a no good man, I could play on that. And I could go out here and find me the baddest single woman and go and make my wife look bad and make myself look like a victim. Like how now Christy Scott and Desmond Scott videos is making Desmond look like a victim. So a lot of people on Desmond's side. Except for this one sister, she light skinned like Christy, and boy, she hate Desmond guts. I'm like, man, sister, you got to heal. Like, my goodness, Desmond ain't do nothing that bad. Like, okay, he cheated. Like, yeah, man, about did that. Like, you acting like the man beat her to a pulp. Like, Chris Brown beat Rihanna to a pulp, and y'all like at his concert twerking booty in the air. Like, Desmond said he cheated. We still ain't seen the woman yet. We don't know if they in this together to get out of the Jehovah's Witness. Like, so that they could live their life some more. Like, if they get this fellowship, Then they get to go to more secular stuff. They get to do more ratchet stuff. Now they get to play music with more cursing. They get to curse more themselves. Like, they could be trying to break free out of Jehovah's Witness. Like, we don't know. Like, you just can't jump to no conclusion like that to just like yeah, I could believe he could cheat, but I'm gonna be honest with you, as a man, he don't look like no cheater to me. He don't even strike me no cheater. Like, I'll be more prone to believe that this is some type of play they running than him cheating. Like, if he cheating and he cheated, like, I'm gonna be like, wow, we might not have no hope. He cheated. His little sense of the mind. Like, I can't see no man who be hollering like that cheating. So I'm just telling you, as a man who was a dog, like, whew, and they keep talking about a golden retriever is still a dog. No, that's golden retriever is man best friend. That's Lassie. It's like that's different. You know, that golden retriever better than a man. What y'all talk about? Y'all putting smut on the golden retriever name. Y'all, the golden retriever, like, my goodness, how I'm catching strays. Like, here I'm here fetching all these balls and frisbee, and I'm out here doing everything I can, and then y'all gonna put Desmond on me. The golden retrievers around here mad. Like, my goodness, I don't even cheat on my girlfriend, and y'all calling me Desmond Scott. And so, if he cheated, man, I can't wait to see who he cheated with. Because I know he's still with the person if he cheated. And I'm going to tell you, whoever he cheated with is a Jezebel. Is a Jezebel. If Desmond Scott actually cheated, and this is a real thing, whoever he with is a Jezebel. Because you are only going to be a Jezebel if you see this man publicly got a wife and you still gonna allow this man to deal with you. You are the stank juice at the bottom of the trash can. You lower than low. You lower than the man who cheating with you. Because this is your opportunity as a woman, hopefully it's a woman, to stand in solidarity with your sister and be like, ugh, you trying to hit on me and you married and y'all make millions of dollars and you doing all this content. Desmond, if you cheated on your wife for real, you need to give me a call, because boy, you about to get played, because you was with a master manipulator. Whoever you cheated with is a master manipulator. Because I'm going to tell you what a good woman gonna do. A good woman is going to tell you, hey, we've had some great conversations. It's been amazing working with you, styling you for these shoots, or helping you with your editing, or helping you with whatever. It's been amazing. You're a great guy, but I cannot allow this to go any further. Like, I cannot stand in the way of your marriage. Like, that's something you have to handle. That's something you have to take care of. And I refuse to, like, move forward, to sleep with you, to do anything with you, to jeopardize your marriage. Like, I have to remove myself. Like, if y'all go through a divorce or something like that, when it's final, after it's final, we could talk then. But until then, we can't be doing nothing. That's what a good woman is going to do. A Jezebel woman, she gonna stay right there and continue to be a pull and coercing and encouraging him to keep cheating, to keep doing what he doing. Desmond, if you really cheated, you getting scammed. And you finna lose it all, because yes, you gonna make money, but whoever you with, they finna be siphoning it off and embezzling your funds, and they gonna leave you. They gonna get in long enough to get half. Even if you got a prenup, they gonna be done got half and be done spent half. They gonna take the money you finna make, the millions you finna make, and have you build a new mansion and dream house, and then she gonna divorce you. Y'all ain't gonna last. The way you got her, the way you gonna lose her. She gonna go get with another man when your money start to go down, because that influencer stuff, you got to figure out something else to do. It don't stay the same forever. So when your money going down, she gonna go cheat with a man who got more money than you, who own, because she loose. She loose and she don't have no class. Because a woman should never It don't matter about what the man doing. Like, oh, the man, hold the man accountable, hold the man accountable. We hold him accountable. He's dumb, he's gay, he's a loser, he's cheating, whatever else you want me to say. But if you get into it with him, you just as dumb, you just as foul, you just as nasty, you just as low down. Because it takes two to tango, and you are the receiver. So you actually got more onus on you than him, because he dumb and shooting his shot. You get to be the receiver. So if you see him being dumb, you got to choose to be dumb to say yes. That's why I say you the dumpster juice. He the dumpster, you the juice in the dumpster. Both of you stink and dirty. And it's disgusting. And you got to do better. And see, I talk about this like about other women, and they got the nerve to say I'm unfaithful to my wife. Do you think I'm gonna have a side chick and be on here talking about a side chick the way I talk about a side chick? Like, really? Like, y'all stupid. Like, y'all really don't be thinking. Like, y'all really be like who finna do that? That's why I believe Desmond Wood did cheat. And so me saying he don't look like it, he don't look like it. But he started staging them video with the faces he was making. Christy let it slide because she thought, oh, this gonna make it look more real. But he started sending smoke signals to whoever he cheating with. Whoever he cheated with. To show them, like, you see I'm a prisoner. You see I'm unhappy. You see I'm miserable. But I'm going to get out of this eventually. Desmond, you stupid. You stupid. Like, listen, love or whatever, man. You could buy me a house that big, man. Baby, bring me them feet. On here, pressure points. Baby, turn on. Let me get that booty cheek. Let me massage that booty. Let me come down these thighs. Let me get that back. Let me get that back. Let me massage your scalp. Let me pull them ears. Let me massage your lymphatic. Girl, man, listen. You build me a house like that, man. I'm right there cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm on live. Man, listen, man. Man, y'all better appreciate that help. Man, I'm a provider, man. You feel me? And my wife, she say, listen, I'm a wife and a mom. And I said, okay, God bless you. But I'm saying it facetiously. I just be talking because I'm not that type of man to let no woman take care of me. So that's all it is. But hey, y'all, God bless you. I got the coach. It right on the dot. We done went over. Laterras and your wife, man, I'm praying for y'all. Y'all keep y'all head up. Keep going. Don't feel no pressure. Tell us all y'all business. Keep y'all business to y'all self. Do y'all podcast. Pray to the Lord every night, individually and together. And y'all keep going. And we wishing y'all the best. Keep your head up. And Laterras, I still want to see you turn that corner, brother. God bless you. Keep going. Hey, y'all, all the important links in the description.